Hello and welcome to episode 11 of the Long Distance Stitchers. I'm Megan.
10 plus 1, 11.
I know. Crazy.
I'm also Megan.
Yeah.
Just
that's also
for
Megan.
the record. Yeah. Can't believe we're at 11. I mean, it just feels like time is going by so fast.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Probably my job and nothing else. So last time we came on, we had a little gift away for our 10th episode / having over 100 subscribers, which that number is creeping up, which is really exciting. That many people are interested in us. Weren't sure what to expect, but it's really awesome. But so even though that number is creeping up, we didn't have to do any random comment generators because there was only one ask for each of the 4 charts. So your chances are really good of winning things if we do another, when we do another gift away. But so I will just let folks know who is getting the charts, and then we're going to put a Google form down below for you to give us your information, and then we'll get those out into the mail for you. So Books in the Moon asked for the Sunflower Cat from Top Knot Stitcher. So we will be sending that out to you once we get your information. And then Kaylee 10 Stitch, one of our favorite people, asked for Believe. So Kaylee will be sending this to you. And you know, what better person to send it to than the queen of full coverage.
I can't wait to see what she does with this.
And then for each of these 2 charts, Whimsy and Santa were the words. Only one person asked for them, and it was the same person. And so we're going to just send them both to Kit Mar. So Kit Mar, fill out the form and we'll get these to you. So you will get 2 charts in the mail. So
that's what you get for asking for 2 things.
Yeah, and thank you all. And we'll do more giveaways at some point, either randomly or for our special occasion. And yeah, so just like keep in mind the next time your chances are pretty good at getting things on our channel, apparently.
Yeah, really all you have to do is ask.
Yeah.
I wonder if Kaylee's gonna do, like, did you see where she like dyed that piece of fabric?
Oh my goodness.
Like, do like the no background.
Lord.
I wonder if she's gonna do something like that. That would be really cool.
Now you probably like put it in her mind.
Yeah.
To watch this.
I mean, no pressure. I just think it would be a cool idea. Yeah. Okay. What did you finish anything this month?
Maybe just before we dive into our finishes, just let people know. So we're going to do our regular floss tube, and then we're going to tag on to the end a little bit of parade, just to go through what we have sitting in the sidelines ready to start, basically at a moment's notice.
I have a bin. I have a bin of kits and a bin of whips. So
excellent.
And I move things into the whip bin when I start them, and then I have to replenish the kit bin.
Absolutely. So. It's got to be full, right? Otherwise they'll just shift around in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so finishes. Megan, anything to share?
Okay, so I did have one finish, and it is my Quirky Quaker unicorn. There she is.
So pretty.
So pretty. And I worked on this for like 3 days, for like an hour each day. So she stitched up real quick, and it was my whip go call for February. So that is complete.
Awesome.
That was my only finish.
Okay. I have 3 finishes. First, for the Small Win Stitch Along for Natty's birthday weekend. I pulled this out yesterday and finished him. This is Bigfoot by the Witchy Stitcher. So she did these wood forms based on both her cryptid cell and her supernatural cell. So for each of the little individual guys in those, she has done wood cutouts. So I have completed Bigfoot. I have a few more in my stash, but this one I finished. This is going to go sit in my husband's office, even though I love him and, don't want to give him up now. But Meg at Witchy Stitcher, super generous. There's way more floss than you need. to complete even one of these. So I might reach out to her and see if she has extra, he's fine, extra wood forms to use up the rest of that floss and maybe make
Yeah.
Bigfoot. She'll sell them individually rather than like buying the full kit again, because I don't need the other stuff.
Yeah.
I have the pattern. So that was one finish. I also worked a little bit ahead. And so I am finished the Dada Portraits in Paris from Nuri at Shaded Stitchery. This was a stitch along for the month of February. I was in a hotel room last week. I didn't bring a lot of other stuff that was nice for working on in the hotel room. This was 14 count, so it's easy. It was easy to work on for lighting. And so I just went ahead and finished it. I really enjoyed stitching on this because of Nuri's prompts and like the educational piece that she's built into it, and reading a little bit about everything every day has been very like, I mean, it just makes it more interesting, right? Rather than just stitching, you're doing a little bit of learning alongside that. So I stitched it on a 14 count Rustico, and I made a sulky conversion based off of the DMC colors on the pattern, and I stitched it with 2 sulky threads over the one beta square. Got a nice chunky full stitches, and it feels really nice under the fingers.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see if I can get just an off-the-shelf frame for that, and if I can, I'll frame it up and I'll put it in my office at work. I think it's interesting and unique. And then my other one was a start and a finish. So this is Let's Make a Statement #1 from D at D's 20 Stitches. They pumped this out, and then a whole bunch of people jumped right on doing this. I stitched it in 2 days. It is on an 18 count Witch's Brew from Kaylee Tent Stitch, the sewing shop. And I used a mix of DMCs, like the A12 Boy Wizards, as well as hand dye by Rolanda Flosses. And yeah, I mean, it says what it says. Trans rights are worth more than boy wizards, period. Right? There's no conversation there. It's just a statement. D is going to be doing a whole series of these. So I will finish this up into a banner, and we'll add more as they come out. It's unfortunate that we have to make statements like these, but it's important to make them.
Yeah.
So that's my finishes.
All right. Well, I have in that same category, I have one new start, which is that pattern. I didn't get as far as you, but I am one of the few lucky people that actually have the called for variegated floss from Brin and Needle, which was this Let's Get Tipsy, which is this pink and green, pink and blue and teal kind of color, which I did like fussy cut a little bit in my starting of my trans rights across the top there.
It looks so good.
Yeah, it's coming. I'm loving how these colors are coming. And since I did pop into Michael's this week, I got the gold Etoile that was for the boy wizard part, because it was like the only thing that I didn't really have anything like similar to. And I was gonna put this on this like purple fabric that I had, but I started stitching on it. I thought it was a 14 count, but I started stitching on it and I realized it was like an 11. Oh. And so my 2 strands of my floss was like really not the coverage that I wanted. And I was like, I don't really want to use 3 strands of this floss on this. So I am borrowing the corner of this because this is such a big piece and I didn't cut it yet. Oh yeah. So like, okay, let me just go to like the very opposite corner and start there, and then it'll just be a little, because it's like, I think this is either, I thought this was 16, but I think it might be 18. So it's going to be really small. in that little corner, but I just wanted like a dark blue background. So that worked out perfectly.
Well, it looks great.
Yeah, I'm excited to finish this. That'll be one of my focus pieces for March. I don't like, it's not going to take me very long. It's just like I really only had like the one day where I worked on it this month. So.
Yeah, once you sit down and do it, it is a very doable pattern.
Yeah, the thing that takes the longest was like fussy stitching the letters because I wanted them to like.
Yeah, and so I think that's part of the reason I could do mine so fast. I just did half and half with each color, and I didn't really worry too much about where the variegation landed, and so I was knock it out.
All right, that was my only new start.
Okay, in addition to the Let's Make a Statement one, which was a start and finish, I have 2 other starts, only one of which I can show you. So I got, and we'll see a couple more things in my haul, but I got from Jessie at Mislaid Pages, Wings and Things from Ink Circles. So this is for my most magnificent first Ink Circles round robin, which is being hosted by Michelle Bendy Stitchy. And I am on team 14 count Ada. And so I made the tiniest start. If you recall, the last time we filmed, I had bought this orange fabric, and I have this beautiful purple and black floss from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. So I just made the tiniest start just to confirm that I was happy with the colors. And so I will be working on this over the next couple weeks, and it's going to come together really easy. Unlike some of the other mandala patterns, this is not that much dense stitching, right? It's mostly outlines. So it, like this was, I think, 5 minutes, if even that, maybe 10 minutes. Just futz with this, and I already got a fair chunk in there. So yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out, and I look forward to stitching the rest and then passing it on and getting the other mandalas to work on from other folks.
Yeah.
And then my other start is the model stitch that I talked about last time, which is 4D at these 20, and everybody will see it later on. And I'm a fair way into that.
To let you know how much of a secret she's keeping this, I haven't even seen it.
No.
So yeah, it's like a full secret.
The only sneak peek, Dee posted a picture of the floss and the fabric on their page. So if you're interested in seeing the colors, you can go there, but I'm not.
Yeah.
It'll be a mystery. I'm just stitching it. So they will share when they are ready.
Alrighty, so I only have 4 whips for this month, but I did a lot of stitching on each of those whips. So my whip go call was to do 10 hours of any full coverage piece. So since I still had this one like in a frame, I just did an hour on this one. And I did this pink flower thing coming down. And yeah, that was pretty much that. And then I'm putting that away until the weather is a little bit warmer again. Hopefully, we just had another blizzard, so who knows?
I don't know if I'm going to be able to leave my house to go to work tomorrow. So we have a couple feet of snow right now.
I wish I could use that as an excuse, but they're very quick with snow removal in Toronto. I will say that.
The thing is that right now there's so much snow falling that they are working on the major arteries and not the neighborhoods, right? So they had come through and cleared right before this next big dump.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was clear.
And you guys are kind of
you know, close to another foot yesterday. So
well, just gotta wait it out.
Yeah, I work from home, unfortunately.
Yeah. And the other thing, I really tried to keep up with my data portraits in Paris. I think I'm on the next part I would be doing would be 9, maybe. Yeah, 9. So, but now I think I'll just start like not worrying about the sections and just like doing as much as I can. But yeah, I've really loved working on this. I think it's one of the most unique cross stitch patterns I've ever seen. I've loved learning about all the things. And also, I don't think I told you this yet, but Phil and I decided to go to New York in
Oh.
March since we booked that time off.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it, and I was like, honestly, without Megan going to Boston, there's really no reason for me to go to Boston. And I would much rather go to New York, where I also haven't gone in a really long time. So we're gonna go see the exhibit because it's on until May at the Hewitt Museum at the So I'm really excited for that. So I really want to finish this before we go, and I can like hold it up at the museum with my
Awesome.
So that'll be my focus project for March as well. And then the other full coverage piece that I worked on was my Northern Lights by Amanda Butler one. And I've done 6 hours or 7 hours on this one because I have 2 hours left for my 10 hours. So I did 1 on the other one, and then I did 7 on this one. And I did so I think I was like up here. This green was as far as I got. So those 2 blues are new. And then this was done, but I don't think this was done. And then this whole section is also brand new. So, and I also just realized that this pattern calls for 2 skeins of 336, and I had 1 in my stash, and I bought a new one, and they are different colors. This one is much more purple, you can't really tell, and this one is more blue, but they're supposed to be the same color. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's gonna look good.
It's the sky is a different color everywhere you look anyway. I just think it's interesting that I didn't even think to like compare them to each other, and then I just like pulled one out of the bag and was like, here you go, and then pulled a different one out of the bag and didn't even think about it until I was like stitching it, and then I was like, wait,
nobody's ever gonna know, right?
Whereas if
you like had to switch the color halfway through a chunk, then it would be obvious. But if you just
I'm gonna try to, because there's a big section here that is all that color, so I'll do that one all the same.
Or you could take, because you're stitching, you have 2 strands, right? So you could do 1 strand of each.
I also did think about doing that. We'll see. But yeah, I literally, and I was like looking at it and I was like, I thought those 2 were the same, and then I was like, oh, they're the same color, but they're different colors.
Yeah.
But anyway,
change.
but I think it just adds a little extra, interest.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one's really fun to work on. This line here, like the next thing down here is like the trees. So it's like more like confetti. It's like 4 different colors, and it just like makes up that tree section. So that'll be a little bit more challenging.
Yeah, it'll slow you
than
down.
doing like these big colorful chunks. And then the last thing that I worked the most on, because I'm really trying to finish it, is this Birth Sampler by Historical Sampler. And I stitched on this there was one day where I did 8 straight hours, and I pretty much finished all the little boxes, and then I did like 6 or 7 more hours after that, and I am completely done. All the borders, all the boxes, everything is done. All that green is almost 1 entire skein of that color, because I started with 2 brand new skeins. Like I like went to the store and got all new stuff for this one, and yeah, it's gone. I have 2 strands left. So that's how much stitching this is. This is 18 count. This is huge. It's huge. And these letters each take about 10 minutes. I've like timed myself. I did 4 letters in about 40 minutes. So there's 52 because it's the alphabet twice minus 8. So like another 7 hours just of stitching letters. But yeah,
Would it be faster, like, because they're all different colors, now that you have the bordering, can you sort of skip around and do all the ones that are
Yeah,
the same color, and that
that
would
is
speed up a little
that's
bit?
pretty much the
Not
plan.
changing.
Well, it's hard to kind of see where they're supposed to line up, where it's just like a line. Like it was
I
easy,
guess, yeah.
like it was easy up here because I could be like, oh, what's like right next to this,
But
and it was
down
like
there where you just have
but down there because it's like
yeah,
I just have to count.
maybe
So
it
I'm
would
just
be
like
faster.
yeah. So it's I think it's 6 different colors they use. Maybe it's only no, it's 6. So I just have like 6 needles loaded up, and I'll just do one, and then yeah, and then there's like these little like flower thingies in between that are like the yellow and blue. So I'll like try to do those as I'm going as well. But yeah,
Awesome.
they're fun to stitch. I like doing the letters.
I really like how that's
Fun.
coming together. It's really cute.
Yeah, yeah. And then and since I've already done like most of the same sections up here, I know how long each of those took me, and it's like it's pretty much the same things repeated.
Yeah.
Like it's the same fish, it's the same sailboat down here. So, but yeah, I think I have about 20 hours left. Maybe. We'll see. I am gonna
And you can time
working
yourself
on
to see
this.
how close that estimation is.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna I am still gonna try to finish this like within it won't be done this month, but within like the first couple weeks of March, hopefully. Hopefully the first week of March, I would love to have that done.
Yeah, I believe in you.
But yeah, that's everything I stitched in February.
Awesome. Okay, so I only have one whip to show you. Because I can't show you the other one that I'm working on, and everything else was finishes or a start. So here are my chaos burps. I have finished January, and I'm actually all the way up. I'm just working like this is yesterday's bird here, so I'm just working on the last few. And then I have to put their little beaks and feet in.
Yeah.
And then I will be all caught up to this week. So I will get that done this afternoon, and then I can put this away until next week. I haven't done any more on like the wires and the posts. So
Yeah.
now that I am home, at least for a little while, I can continue doing it. But that's the temperature bird Sal, or not Sal, but temperature birds chart from Christy Corner Needlework, Dr. Christy. Also fondly known as Chaos Burbs. And so I really like this. This is the warm days I had in Nashville before it just got cold and looked probably pretty much like if I'd been here. And then we have some much colder days in here with the greens coming through there a little bit. So, but otherwise we have had an abnormally warm winter as reflected by these birds. So that's cool.
Yeah. Well, it'll be fun to see how the colors change over the year.
Right.
And like especially like because you're gonna come here and then you'll be like going
yeah, all my bopping around. And then my only other thing that I'm working on then is one my next Tunisian quick start Tunisian boot camp pattern. So this one is called Quick Scarf, and it's just a repeating pattern. It's meant to take one skein of yarn, and I'd say I'm probably like maybe a third into the yarn, so it'll be 3 times again this length. So I think I'm going to actually attach the ends and make it into an infinity scarf, because I'm much more likely to wear that on a regular basis. But I love how the rainbow pops are happening. They're on both sides, so even when it's folded in around on itself, and then it's just got this little ridge of interest, which is really cool.
I love how that color's coming out.
Yeah,
it's really pretty.
I love it.
Is it that's the whole width?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's 20 stitches across.
Oh wow.
Right, so then you just make it long.
Mm-hmm.
And it works up really quick, right? So I haven't worked on it a ton, and it's that long. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
If I just focus on it, I'll get it done. I thought I'd have more like downtime and time to work on things while I was gone for work, but it didn't really end up that way. And even like when we were in the car driving, like it was just so beautiful where I was that I wasn't stitching. I was just looking out the window.
That's very fair.
Yeah. So that is, I think, all of our projects. And so next up, we have some investments to share with you. Megan, do you want to go first?
I do. So I did a little bit of shopping at Michael's. I already showed you the one thing that I bought there. I also got this cross stitcher magazine.
Always fun.
December 2022. And it comes with a little gift tag set, which I thought those would be
Those are
very useful.
cute.
And I can always use them for finishing or for.
Is it perforated? Like, do you stitch on the take or do you stitch it on cloth and then glue it on the
No,
take?
they're just cardboard.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then it comes with all the floss and stuff. And then also I was going to show this. They have a collection from Tiny Modernist of these 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh, those are cute.
Yeah. So there's that, and then I'll show there's
I'm guessing that's why you bought this one.
I didn't know. I
Oh,
literally
okay.
I just was like, oh, those gift tags will be handy. I'm sure there's other things in there I'll do. But then I saw these, and there's all the little
They're so cute.
the drummermen and the swans. Yeah. Yeah, they're so cute. So I'll definitely do those someday. And then I went a little crazy with these variegated flosses from.
They're good though. They're good.
Yeah,
colors.
they're really soft. I've never seen them before.
Are they are they rayon or whatever rather than cotton? Like, are they like silky shiny?
They're not shiny.
Oh,
I think they're cotton.
okay.
Because they're not. Yeah, they're just like really soft. But I don't think they're. I know what you're talking about. They're like metallic-y ones.
No, DMC does some rayon and like it's
It says 100% cotton.
shiny. It's really shiny if it's rayon. If it's not shiny, then it's probably
No, it says 100% cotton.
okay.
Yeah, they're just like variegated, pretty colors.
Nice.
Like, I just grabbed a whole bunch of those.
Yeah.
And then I also got a couple more E12. So I have the purple one, and this is the ecru one.
You're gonna work your way up to the whole set.
I should have just bought the suitcase thing.
The tin.
Yeah, like honestly.
And then I've got all the ones I've used recently piled on top because I need to figure out how I'm gonna store them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then I also got my order from Kaylee 10 Stitch.
Yay!
So I got this beautiful piece of fabric.
Love it.
This is a 25 count Lugana.
Okay.
And I will show you what I'm going to stitch that on. I'll stitch on that in a second. And then I also got this blue. This is big. This blue.
Oh, that's pretty.
Thing. This is a 14 count Ada, because I was going through like my fabrics and I was like, I don't have a lot of blue stuff, but I like all the things I want to stitch are like ocean, under the sea, like all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I should get more blue. And so I was like, I'll see what she has. Perfect. Those are great. And then I also got some stitchy kindness from my friend Megan, who went on a trip to Nashville, and she got me this thread keeper, which is really pretty. And she got me this Threadworks thread, which is the first Threadworks that I've ever had. I've never stitched with them before.
I like the Threadworks.
Mm-hmm. And this pineapple chart. There we go. Yeah, it's very, and this one has a lot of like specialty stitches. Like it's not just.
Yeah, it's fancy.
Yeah, it's really cool. I also forgot to show that Kaylee sent me a little extra thing. She gave me this little bag, which was so cool because it was the same fabric as the bag that you got, that I was like, oh, I really like that fabric.
Right.
And then
spoiler alert for my investments, by the way.
And I also got these sulkies.
Nice.
Which I have been wanting to try sulky threads for a while, and she gave me like the most perfect colors
right?
Blue and purple, and then this like darker like navy blue that I just dropped on the ground. But yeah, I was like, this is too much. You are an angel. So that's all I bought. And
That's
now
all you bought. Okay.
find that, sir.
I have a mix of haul and stitchy kindness. So I'm just going to go through it in the order that it's up as. I have, first of all, my floss of the month from Rolanda at Hot and I by Rolanda. I don't know. I can never get the floss colors to show up very well.
It's kind of like a teal,
gray, and then there's teal, blue, teal, and this one's like blues and browns in here. So add those to my collection, my rapidly growing collection that I am making very good use of. For the first little while, I was like, oh, they're too pretty, I can't use them. But I have become very good at incorporating them into things, which is important. And then Rin and Needle. So I haven't gotten my February floss of the month yet.
Me neither.
And I'm sure it is weather related.
Yeah.
But
100%.
I did get either at the start of February or the end of January, they had they had snow day in Newfoundland. So they had a 5%, 10% off snow day sale. I forget what it is. So I ordered quite a few. So I'm just going to go through them one by one. So this is a mug up to remember. So this is a mix of their Christmas ones from this year, and then just a couple other ones. I wanted the Christmas one because those are the ones that Deanna calls for some of the Christmas quirky Quakers she released this year. This is Nanny Bennett's lipstick. Really nice red. It's a little more pink than that probably, but there you get the pink in there. Beautiful. This next one is their Holidays Round the Bay 2022, which is called Cheers Me Dears. That's pretty accurate.
I like that one a lot.
It's really pretty. 12 buns all smothered in Lucky. It's a nice golden yellow. It's a little deeper than that, like more like down at the bottom there than at the top, but
yeah,
beautiful. And then Nanny Ing's lipstick, which is a pinker one. That's pretty accurate. It's really nice. I have Peppermint Knobs, which is white with these pink speckles. Are they gonna?
I ordered that one with my
there.
Yeah.
There it is. And Olive River, which is this gray blue. Beautiful. So that's all of them. So I have the Big Bad Vibes heart sampler, which Dee is stitching with the flosses from Dee and Kari Spring Fling last year, which I'm very inspired by. But then I think I'll use these three to enhance those colors too, right? So because I'm not sure. I think I'd have enough even after I'm done Iron Maiden, especially since I've been doing it 1/2 for my Iron Maiden, but then I'll just know for sure I have enough because that heart sampler is quite big.
Yeah.
The next thing I have to show is more like Stitchy Kindness. I won this for the Tunisian Quick Start crochet along for participating in prompts on Discord, but it's got a whole bunch of different patterns in it. I won't go through them all, but it's all makers of color who designed the pattern.
Oh, cool.
And I don't know if I will make all of them because life gets in the way, but there was one that I definitely wanted to start sooner rather than later, if I can find it easily. I apparently cannot. Where is it? It's just a little throw. You know, this. So this, it's all done in one color here, but I thought it would be really nice.
Oh yeah, that is
good to sort of do anything you want with it, but I really like it. not all the pattern's a mix of Tunisian crochet, and knit. And I'm really on the Tunisian crochet kick right now because it is so. Anyways, there's a whole selection of patterns, and then it's just a really pretty calendar. So I will hang that up in my house. It just came while I was away, so sorry it's not hung yet. And then also Stitchy Kindness. Michelle was giving away charts on, I think, Flosstube Live a little while ago, so it showed up, and it's her chart Crowned Winter that I got, which I really like. It says, "O winter of the inverted year, I crown thee king." I like that border. I like all the little critters, so that's really pretty. And then she threw in this Fangirl Fibers floss, which is now stuck to the sticky on the envelope. That's not good.
Oh no.
Hopefully it's fine.
Oh, that's nice.
This yellow, well, you know, Michelle doesn't like yellow, so she's just popping it off. Yeah. But yeah, it's really pretty. So that'll go in my stash to work with later. And then back to investment. So in addition to the Wings and Things pattern, I had gotten the Reflections of Ireland from Jessie. I ordered them and then put them both in as options for our round robin. And I went with the Wings and Things because I was more eager on that one, but this is really pretty too.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
I'll have to find the right green or greens and get that going at some point. See, but this is much denser than the Wings and Things.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah, you can
so
tell. Yeah,
right. They're the same exact size. There is a lot more stitching in this one than this one. So right, this says there's 4,997 stitches, 7,329 stitches. So not double, but
yeah,
more than 50% more.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
for them being the same size and to be that much more.
Right. Yeah. Right. And then because I was ordering from Jessie, I also got a piece of their hand dyed fabric. Wow. Amazing.
Gorgeous.
I'll have to figure out what I'm going to put on it. I have no plans for it, but I needed to have this in my life because look at it.
Absolutely.
So nice. I love it. So
just like stitch your initials on it and just hang it up.
Right? Like just like by Jessie. Frame it, call it art.
Yeah.
And then I also, so I got a Jasmine Custom Bags bag. She had posted about this fabric and then it was like she could get more fabric and would take pre-orders. So I did pre-order for this cute little cryptid bag. And I got to pick which color vinyl I got on there. Here's the fabric.
That's cute.
It's really cute. It's housing my top secret stitching right now. So that's what's in there. It's special, but it's so well made, that bag. And then finally, my last investment is my bag of the month and fabric of the month from Kaylee Tent Stitch at the sewing shop. And so I get a fat quarter of 18 count Ada. And I have Sky Touches the Sea is what she's called this. And it is also just so beautiful.
I love that. That's nice.
So I will have to figure out what I will use this use this for. But I love it so much. Building up really good stash of different colors. And then my bag is these fun soda cans. And she's got these really cool stripes to go with it. I love these bags.
They're such good bags.
Right? So that's all my investments this month.
You did good.
I did very good. Probably too good, but you know these things happen.
Okay. So who's ready for a kit parade?
I am.
I have. Did I count them all? I don't think I counted them all. I have a few kits.
I did not.
I kitted up a bunch of stuff when I thought I was gonna have 30 new starts in May last year. That was a year ago. That was almost a year ago. And then I didn't start a bunch of them. And I have since changed my mind about the fabric and stuff because
That happens.
yeah. And I feel like if I'm not 100% sure about something, I don't want to start it because then I'll be like, something better will, like, I'll find a better fabric or I'll find like a better floss or whatever, and then I'll just like, I'll be kicking myself or I'll have to start it over. Because I see people all the time who are like, I started this, but I didn't like the fabric and now I'm starting it over. And I'm like, that sounds awful. I don't want to do that. So I'm like trying to avoid doing that. So one of the ones that I really want to work on, because it is a gift that the recipient doesn't know about. But it's going to be, where is she? This little bowl of strawberries. And I was just gonna do this on like a plain white, but then my friend Megan made me this nice purple, and I just think that if you can kind of see the colors.
Oh, they do look nice on that.
It looks so nice on there. So that is the new plan. So now that I have that kind of like solidified in my head, I can be like, okay, I'm ready to start this. And it's just a little guy, so I'll still have plenty of fabric
left to do.
Yeah, because this is a 28 count, so it's like, yeah. So it's perfect for a little thing and to have lots left over. And the next one I really, really want to start, because everyone has pretty much already finished this, is where is he? Sailor's Delight by D's 20 Stitches.
So handsome.
So handsome. And I have the perfect, beautiful fabric for this, which is this azure blue. And I have quite a bit of that too.
Nice.
Although now I don't know. I kind of want to. Although no, because it has fractional stitches on it.
Yeah.
So I don't want to put it on this 14 count. And then it's these three colors, which is really, it's so simple. It would like, it's just like, I feel like it's intimidating me because I know there's so many like, not tricky stitches, but just like different.
You just have to take it slow, right? And make sure that you're putting them in the right direction. But it really, again, it's not a huge pattern either, right? Like it's 100 by 100.
It seems big, but it's
so there's a lot of open space in it. It goes together really fast. That the tail is the most dense part, but
yeah. But it's so good. I just want to do it. And then I was gonna start this Mill Hill kit.
It's so pretty
ocean ladies, and I even like went through and organized all my floss.
I was gonna say all the stuff's out of that bag. So yeah,
because I was looking at it and I was like, I cannot tell the difference between these blues, like all these light blues. And so I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna throw it onto some floss cards and like label them so that I know which ones are which, because it's driving me crazy. So and it's on, and they give you, it's not on paper, it's on fabric.
Yeah, some of their kits are on fabric. So yeah, that's pretty.
And now I know the trick of starting in the center with those, because they don't give you like a big piece. So that one is ready to go as well. Oh, this one I'm really excited about. So these, I put these together. They are the two animals that I've got from Marumi Designs. So that's the crab. And that's the camel.
So good.
And I had these two really nice pieces of fabric that I got from Kaylee in my mystery pack. So I was thinking, so I was gonna put the camel on this brown, but I really like how this side of it is kind of like
make them look like
grassy, and then the sky, right? And then the color for that one is going to be also from Kaylee from my mystery pack, was this, which I think is called Tikka Masala or something like that. And it's this.
Yeah, that's going to look very good.
Brownish, reddish colors. right?
Yeah, I'm here for that.
I love that. And then for my crab, I'm gonna do a blue crab.
Yes.
So I have these. I'm gonna do him on this like sandy beach color, and he's gonna be this blue and this like brownish light blue color
I love
together.
it. Yeah.
I'm really excited about that. So this one is Royal from Roxy Floss, and this one is Creek Bed by the Dental Art, and this color is called Treasure Map from Kaylee Tent Stitch
So good.
Shop. And this color is called Neptune, this fabric. Neptune. And this one is a 16 count. So yeah, I'm really excited for those. Those are
You could start one of those next month for Stitch Asia.
Oh, I could do that. Yes, I absolutely could do that. I shall do that. This one. Okay, so this one is, I've had this knitted up for so long. And I saw somebody like working on this on Instagram and I was like, it's so nice. Why am I not stitching that?
Because
Yeah, Unicorn Tapestry by Tiny Modernist.
Oh,
love this.
right, like it's
I
huge.
have
It's pretty.
the called for Riviera Aqua in 16 count, which is such a gorgeous color. And I have all the called for DMCs in here. Just a handful of,
Yeah, big mitt of colors.
yeah, just everything in there. So yeah, this one, when I finish another like big thing, I might put that on my list, since I've started so many big things lately. No, you don't want to give any. There we go. What are you? Okay, so this one is my Autumn Garden palette kit. So I've done one.
Yay.
And I also have the patterns for this one by Tiny Modernist and this one by Pansy Patch Quilts. Yeah, Pansy Patch Quilts. And then I also have the one from Wild Violet, which was a PDF. Which I shall show. This one.
I love that mushroom.
And the vines, I like the leaves too, the like big leaves. And so unclear at this time which I will do the next one. But I'm gonna do them all on this printed 14 count Ada. So, and just as a reminder what the flosses look like, they are these. I got mine from Top Knot Stitcher, so I got her floss card. So this one is the one that's like the combination of all three colors. And then you have dandelion and terracotta and spruce.
They're so good. I still have so much floss left. I should get a couple more.
Yeah, I have so much too. I didn't even realize how much I have. And the variated one was called Golden Gully, which is that one. So, but now I'm gonna get my tea time Sal, and then I'll just forget all about this again. So,
well, you can pull it back out in the fall, right?
Yeah, in the fall, I'll probably be like, I want to stitch something fall, and I'll grab another one and start looking at it. Oop, this fillers. Okay, and this one is my Quirky Quaker Seahorse.
So pretty.
And she actually gives two patterns with this one because you have one facing one way and one facing the other way. And so I'm gonna do them. I want to do them both. And I have this dark, almost black, kind of a charcoal This is a 16 count. 16 count linen Ada. This is from when I got from Evertote from the Stitch North show, and it just says one of a kind. It doesn't have a name, but it's this really dark. And the 2 Roxy flosses that I have selected to go with it. So I'll do one in this like purple and then one in this like orangey color. This one is called My Funny Valentine. And this one is called Warm and Fuzzy. And I just think they're nice, like complementary, but like very different. Will make a good set. Okay, so this, I bought a couple of these Little House Needlework Sheep Virtue ones. So I have Friendship and Love and Kindness. And I'm not going to do them all. I think there's like 12.
Yeah, there's a whole.
It's a lot. These are my favorites. And then I also got, this is a different company. It's Country Cottage Needleworks, but it's also. We don't like them.
They're related. No, they're related.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
I don't know if it's the same person or like a mother and a daughter. There's some connection there.
They are so very similar and I was like, I'm gonna do all these little sheeps. Like they're the exact same sheep. They're the exact same style. But these are Christmas sheep. So I was gonna do all these little sheeps on one piece, just sort of like, this is just like antique.
Yeah, just a little off-white.
Yeah. And I kitted up
to it.
Yeah, I kitted up one, so I have like all the stuff for it, and I feel like the colors are probably all the exact same.
Or even if they're not the exact same, you could probably just adapt them to be the exact
I'm probably gonna make them more similar so that they're more like a set. This one is Sailing Dreams by Barbara Anna. She looks like this. You may recognize this from Megan's finish from the summer.
I love it so much.
It's so beautiful.
Again, just because you put it in front of my face.
Yeah. And this, I had selected this piece of just sort of whatever brown, which maybe dyed by the person that I inherited my stash from, because apparently she dyed her own fabric. But I might put it on this. So this one is called Aurora Borealis. This is from the sewing shop. And I'm gonna select the best corner because there's many options. I could go any which way. So I'll play around with it a little bit. And also I might have to play around with some of the blues because I think they'll be a little too similar. But
stand out from that. I think they'll stand out because they're not as dark, right? They're brighter.
I think the lighter blues are what I'm more worried about. If I do it on
if you do it on the lighter side.
Yeah, maybe. That's why I'll play around with it and I'll see how I like, and then but I think that'll be really cool on that color, and then it'll be more like the sea and then like the sky, and that's the plan. Oh, this one I just kitted up today because I wanted more stuff to show. So
I don't have enough kits. Let's make more.
Yeah. So this is the Corky Quaker bead from Darling and Whimsy Designs. And I have this piece of honeycomb 14 count from the sewing shop. A bit of a theme here. And I also have, so these two colors also from Kaylee that came with my kit. So kind of a greeny yellow and kind of a white with
Yeah,
the
and so you
yellow.
just need to add the black in and you're good to go. Oh, right there, you got it.
310, a classic. So this one is called caramel popcorn, and this one is called Thai curry.
Nice.
And yeah, I think that would look pretty cool for my little bee. And then it has the built-in honeycomb pattern.
Will you do it so it's centered in one of the honeycombs, or will you do it sort of off center so you can see the honeycomb?
I'm gonna try because I think that would look cool, but I'm hoping that it's like just small enough that it's like still that I'm not stitching directly over it.
Yeah.
Or right? I don't know. We'll see.
You'll have to do some counting.
Yeah. Okay, so this one. So when I bought my Under the Sea Stitch Along from Frosted Pumpkin, they had a printing error one day, and then they were like, everyone gets a coupon, even though I don't print off my patterns, so it didn't really affect me, but I was like, I'll download a chart with a coupon. It was like $2 off or something. So I got this little pineapple.
Cute.
And this one is on like a kind of a sparkly cloth or fabric, but I just have just regular piece of blue. And then I just have all the DMCs that I found in my stash. That'll be just a little quick one someday whenever I feel the urge to just get another small win.
Yep. Yep. Some days you need those.
Exactly. This one I already showed because I just got these flosses a little while ago, and it's this Marshmallow World from Bendy Stitchy.
They're so cute.
They're so cute. And I bought the Leo and Roxy conversion. Red plaque.
So pretty.
All these colors. And I have like been struggling so much to not just like take things out of here and start using them for other stuff, because I'm like, no, you bought them as a set. You have to use them as a set, and then you
There
can
will be so much left over to do other things with, though, right?
I will do other things with them after.
After.
I have to like force myself to do them for the first. But yeah.
It sounds to me like it means you need to start your marshmallows now, though.
Yes, I do. I really do.
Liberate the floss for other things.
And then I have this piece of Misty Blue, I think is what it's called. 16 count Misty Blue, which I think will be very good.
Yeah, those colors look good with it. Everything will stand out.
And I don't know if I'm going to do them all in a row or if I'm going to do them so that I can finish them separately. Unclear at this time. Probably just like start in the middle of this one, do one, and then see how I feel. What? Three left, and then I have like actual kits. Okay, this one is Flamingos All the Way. Heart, hands-on design, not heart and hand, hands-on design. And I have all the DMCs, and I have Flamingo by Roxy Flosco to do my flamingos in. And then this is just going to be, I have just like normal little piece of, this looks really small. I don't know if I counted this. I must have. That just looks really small. But it's not very big.
I mean, it's an ornament, right? Like
it's not small. Yeah, maybe it is that small. Yeah, it's just like an off-white kind of, it looks like 14. Or maybe it's smaller, maybe it's 16. But yeah. And that one I kitted up at like Christmas time. After, because I bought that pattern at Stitch North, I believe. And I got the flamingo gloss to go with it at Stitch North as well. This one. So this is Fall Friends from our friend Christy at Pixie Pixel. So this was in a magazine. This was in, it's probably on here. Just Cross Stitch, October 2022. And I had this kitted up like last year, like when it came out. And I just have this piece of Rustico Ada. And I'm just going for the DMCs. She charted it in Gentle Arts, but I don't think I didn't have the one.
I didn't have any of the colors. I used a couple of variegated flosses, but mostly DMC because it's also so small. Like you don't see a lot of variegation anyway. So I just
some of the bigger chunks
for it,
like the hat and like the fur of the squirrel, maybe. Yeah. I'll see what else I have when I get around to stitching. And last but not least is the Skunk the Scorno from Tiny Modernist. He's so cute. He just wants to smell the flowers. And for this one, I just have all the DMCs, very fun, bright color palette, and then just the wrinkliest piece of, well, two pieces of white Ada. Since you have to do it.
That's all you need. Yeah, you got to do the top and the bottom.
Mm-hmm. And then I have a bunch of like actual kits that I have collected over my time.
Show us what you've got.
So from Diana Waters, I have the Fiesta Llama. I have the Fox. This is on a wood kit. This is a wood thing that she's discontinued. And Alpine Flowers, which is very pretty. I'll probably do some of these wood kits when I'm traveling because they're much easier to travel with. So this one is from Canadian Stitchery. It's a little
so cute too.
Sweater. And this one is the Northern Lights there. Yeah. And the gnome sweater. It's also really cute.
Oh, so cute.
And I was just thinking about this one the other day because I saw an Instagram reel about Highland cows. And I have this.
I believe that says Highland Coos. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're right. Coos. And it comes with like the already cut bookmark and like all the stuff for it. So it's like, yeah, that would be really easy and quick to finish. I have another Mill Hill kit. This one has a sailboat. And this one's on perforated paper and it has like beads and stuff as well. And a button. And I have this Dimensions Gold kit.
Are you waiting to start that until you're done the Aurora cabin?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's like I don't really want to have like a million full coverage going on at once, and this will be my next like big full coverage that I start because it's just gonna be so much. And then I haven't like officially kitted this up yet, but it's definitely on my list, and it'll be like my reward for finishing something else huge. And it is this pineapple.
So good.
And
the color, like that fade into the purple.
That is what I bought this for. So it calls for a 25 count smoky Lugana, and so I bought this.
Oh, it's gonna look so good.
25 count rose quartz Lugana from Sewing Shop. And I think it'll just be
it'll be beautiful.
Perfect. Yeah. And I didn't even realize when I was doing that it's actually not, it's over 2.
Yeah, most of
it's stitched over 2.
People stitch 2
over
2 on 25 count. You can stitch over 1. A lot of the full coverage people do over 1 on 25, but
and then they do like 10 stitch.
You could still do it over 1 and then you would use like a quarter of that fabric.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah. That's it.
Awesome.
That's all my kits.
So I have a pile here that I pulled out. I keep them all like in a cubby as like my ready to go or almost ready to go kits, for if I have the mood to just start something new. So most of them have everything, not all of them. But we'll just run through them. I know I have other stuff other places, but I didn't spend a lot of time thinking things out. So the first thing I have is actually punch needle. It's this black.
Oh yeah, I remember
I really
that.
want to learn punch needle, but I just haven't dived in yet. So
Yeah.
because I get the punch needle in Primitive Stitcher magazine, and that comes with a lot of punch needle patterns. So I always go, oh, that's so pretty. And it's got the fabric, it's got some floss, it's got the pattern in there. I've got the needle, so all I have to do is decide one day that it's time to learn something new.
Yeah.
Next up, I gotta make sure my pile doesn't fall, is the hummingbird sampler from Heart and Hand. So little bird sampler, little hummingbird. This is the called for, I think it's the called for, Weeping Willow Classic Colorworks floss. And then I picked this ornament cut from Fortnite Fabrics that I will put it on when the time comes. That one's all kitted and ready to go. I also have a full kit, but the fabric isn't in here. The fabric I stuck somewhere else, but I have the called for fabric, which is another Fortnite fabric. Got all the floss and the pattern, so it's ready to go. It's not very big. It's 80 by just under 80, I think. So the most time consuming part will be the snowman himself, but he's stitched in A12, so that will be fun. That one, maybe next winter, I will finally decide to do it. Another full kit. This is from Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit in the fall. So I showed this on a previous Flosstube, Forest Hall from the Blue Flower. And I've got the called for fabric, which is an XJU Designs, and all the flosses that came with it. So there's a couple in there I might replace, but I've got the whole kit and I'll figure out what I'll do with it when the time comes. I probably won't start that until I'm done the other pattern from that retreat. Just keep on theme. I have this Silver Creek Samplers Flying Lesson. I have the called for fabric, which is Fiber on a Whim Hazelwood. And all the DMCs for it. Although I've seen some people do, instead of the greens, do it with purple, and I think I really like that. So I might copy that when I do it, and I might pick an étoile or like a variegated purple just to give it a little bit more interest.
Oh yeah.
We'll see. This one also came from Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit, but I won it as a door prize. I think that this is really cute. I don't know that I would stitch the same witch 3 times or just stitch one witch.
Yeah.
The girls' night out piece. I mean, it is what it is. This was so it's just Nan, but it's Red Hat Society, Red Hat Stitcher, and she's done quite a few patterns for them. My grandmother was a member of the Red Hat Society, so I might just stitch one witch and tease her. But I also got, it calls for the Wear Swa 103 silks, and it came with all of them, which is amazing. So I haven't ever used these. It's got the fabric, so I will give that a try, and then I think whether I stitch one or I stitch all of it, there's going to be a lot of that silk left too. So that's that one. This one is a less than fully kitted. It's Midnight Watch from Blackbird Designs. I'm not going to stitch the alphabet when I do it. I'm just going to do it. And I might even just do the house and the cat, like not even do the border. Like, so we'll see. I have a 32 count Oaken by Picture This Plus that I'm going to stitch it on. And then I had bought this guy.
Oh
This
yeah.
is the anchor spool flosses to do it with. But when I used the anchor spool floss for another project, I did not like working with it. So I don't know if I will give it another shot or not. And then I don't have any of the other things, any of the other called for colors or anything. I will just probably do a stash dive and use things I find in my stash to do the pieces. But it's so cute. But I'm waiting until I'm done a different Blackbird design to start that one, just to not have too many whips all on the same theme. This one, I haven't found the fabric that I want to use for this yet. And I've got some of the called for colors, but I don't have all of them. They're all Gentle Arts. So Gentle Arts have not been the easiest to get.
Yeah.
A slew of them. I should actually go back through. I have gotten other Gentle Arts for other things. I wonder if I've got more of them now than I did. But I'm sure for colors I don't have, I can find similar ones in other things. But I want, like, this is just done on, what is it? Cedar plank by Lakeside Linens, but I want something with a little bit more interest that looks like the ocean, right? So something darker.
You should ask Kaylee to dye something for you because she's doing that now.
Yeah, maybe something like
right,
black and deep blues and
yeah,
all those colors would pop off of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very tempting idea.
I mean, you're getting stuff from her anyway.
It's true. It's true. She could just stick it in a shipment.
Mm-hmm.
So the next thing I have, so I've got my book from the Poison Garden, and there's a few things I want to do out of this, but the very first one that I want to do is, I've got to make sure. Try not to show the pattern, but I also don't necessarily want to bend the whole book. So it's
Rappuccini. Yeah.
From Bendy Stitchy.
Yeah.
And I decided I'm going to do it on this fabric. This is what came in the box. It's an opalescent.
Oh yeah.
32 count. I don't actually know if there's a tag. But I'm going to do it on that. It's DMC, but I'm going to work in the 3 flosses, also from Starlight Stitchery that came in the box, into some of the colors. And then I'll figure out what else I put in there, just from DMC, or I might put in like some hand dyed by Rolanda and things like that, depending on what the color is that I have. But that one I want to start right away here too. This came in the box too. Keep all your
I like that.
So, but like I've had that box for more than half a year now, so maybe I should just start the thing that came in the box.
Yeah,
right? It's so hard. This one is Primitive Needle Witchy. It's just this cute little pattern. She used mostly weak fireworks in her patterns, but she had a palette, right? And so my other 2 primitive needle patterns, the Cape Cod Girls and the Cape Cod Boys, between the 2 of them have almost all the colors for this. Like I've got all weeks, which I had before. It was a problem, but this I won it through an auction, and so I've got this 36 count Ren for it. Black, this like it's black silk. It's beautiful. It's slightly variegated, like it's a little darker and lighter in there. For the black, and then I will see what I have of the other colors, and then I'm sure I have other things I can sub in for it. But it's really cute, but it's sort of one of those things that sort of, do I just wait till I'm done the other primitive needle ones and then start this one, or do I dig into it? We'll see, right?
Yeah, because like if you have so many things, like they're all very similar, and then you're just kind of like burnt out from stitching that. So
that's just it, right? And then I've got a couple modern folk embroidery. So this is, they did this as a stitch along not this past September, the September before that for Sampler September, I got all the flosses and the pattern. I ordered it mostly. I didn't order it in advance, but I ordered, they had extras because of the Jacob Modern Folk Embroidery needle minder. I wanted that, so I ordered it. I do though really like this motif with the birds on it. So like I don't think I'll do the whole sampler, but I do want to do these birds and probably just put it in my stitching journal. I don't have a fabric picked out, but it doesn't need a very big piece once it's done, and then I will have all these colors to do something else with. And then I have a full kit, which I thought I was going to start this February, and then February went sideways.
I don't know if I knew you had that.
Isabella's Heart. So I got
kit. Oh, did you order it before?
Fabric. I got it like last February.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the floss. So I'm ready. I'm ready to go for this one whenever I decide to dive in. I got the 40 count fabric. So Caroline also, instead of fussy cutting, everybody got the same size fabric. So mine will take up probably like half of the piece of fabric. So then I'll to do something else with. I got the whole kit, like I got the bags. I don't know. I've got the little bag here, and then the big bag I've got. I'm using it for something else because I didn't start this right away when it came in.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people working on that at Stitch North last year.
Yeah,
it's so pretty.
So pretty. And then the last thing that I have kitted up and ready to go, I'm just gonna share. I prepped. Is a These 20 Uncanny Kari. What is it called? Vampire Valentine. Eat your heart out.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm going to put her on. I should stop sharing this. On this, it's a color and cotton grab bag, purple linen, and I'm going to use these flosses, which I got a Fangirl Valentine floss pack last year, Fangirl Fibers. So for everything but her skin, I'm going to adapt it and use these flosses. There's two different pinks here. There's a light one and a dark one, which like the pattern's more red, but I will work the pinks in with the red somehow. The gray can sub in for the white, maybe other than her eyes and her teeth, but in her wings, I think the gray would look nice. The black, and then I'll just have to get her skin tone. Probably just the DMCs that they used for it, but it's another one I just got to sit down and start. I've had it kitted and ready basically since these floss arrived. They arrived around the same time that Dee and Kari released the pattern. I was like, oh, I can use them for that. And then it has sat for 12 months now.
Yeah.
Not done. I'll do something about that. So yeah, those are all my things that are kitted. Obviously, I have enough stash and charts and fabric, right? Like that I could make a kit for anything else, probably without very much notice. But those are the things that are ready and sort of like, they're things that I want to stitch relatively soon.
Yeah, you've been like thinking about.
Yeah. So I just the balance is all the other new stuff that comes out that you also want to stitch.
No. Yeah, and I did order my tea time stuff from Top Knot, and I know I'm gonna want to start one of those at least when I get my stuff.
I have not ordered anything for market.
Good for you.
I
only ordered tea time stuff. I didn't order any other charts yet.
I honestly, so I'm excited about the tea time theme, but none of the charts have like been so in my face that I want to start them immediately.
I respect that.
I don't know that I'm going to order any of the tea time stuff. I might just sit it out.
Yeah.
Lots of other things to do. The charts aren't going anywhere. I'm sure the floss isn't going anywhere if I decide later. The one market release that I really want, and so I will order this from Jessie, is Rosie.
Oh yes, yeah.
I love it so much.
I also really like that. Yeah.
So I'm gonna order the chart from Jessie. Yeah. And I don't know if Jessie can get a floss pack from Bestitch Me, I will ask them.
Yeah.
If not, I will figure out how to get the floss pack, and I just love it so much. So,
Yeah. It's really good.
Yeah.
And I love that blue color, that the true blue.
That's the other thing, is like that
Yeah.
special dyed fabric. I don't know. Again, I will message Jessie and we'll figure it out if I can get that through them, or if I should be getting that somewhere else in preparation for it. But so
it's really good.
So good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also I don't know if I can find it, but the only other one that I was like kind of tempted by, and I like had it in my cart for a while, but she said that she's gonna do a PDF of it anyway. My internet, help me. This, the Little Women.
Oh yeah, that's so cute.
I just love this. I think it's because it looks like a book cover. I don't know. There's just something about it, and it, like, Little Women is my favorite book, and there's been like other patterns before where I've just been like, but would I stitch that? I don't know. Like, that's not always like something that's like exactly. But this one's just so pretty. I just really, really like it.
It's really nice. I love the bow at the top. Like, it's just a really nice detail.
So that one was, I was debating that one, but then I looked on her actual Instagram, because I went to follow her, and someone asked if she was going to be selling it as a PDF, and she said yes later this year. So I was like, okay, I will wait and I will buy it from her as a PDF rather than getting it shipped to me for millions of dollars, because it's the shipping. I just can't. So much.
It is a lot.
And yeah, that was pretty much my temptations from market. I'm sure
I haven't really even been paying that much attention.
I'm not even gonna watch Carolyn's shop with me video because it's 4.5 hours long, and I just know, it's nothing that can come of that.
Plenty to keep me busy. Dee keeps hinting about the next spring fling, so I will be jumping on that as soon as it becomes available. And otherwise, I'm just accumulating stash between floss of the month, fabric of the month.
Yeah,
lots of
you gotta stitch something,
lots to do. So
yeah, exactly. So speaking of plans, what are you going to be stitching on?
I need to finish the model for D. That's my number one thing. I think I will be able to like get it done this week. It's not huge, and I am a fair way through the densest part of the stitching.
Okay.
So I should be able to get it done this week, as it's the only thing I'm going to focus on. And then once I'm done that, I want to finish my Wonky Cat from Miriam, Maroon Crafts Design, and I will start another pattern, probably Fluffy the Phoenix, but I'm not sure yet. For Stitch Asia. That'll be my prompt. And then I need to actually pay attention to some of my other whips and spin my wheel and see what I can do. But Dee will also have a new stitching prompt for us for March for a Stitch for Pride.
Oh yeah, of course.
So we'll see also what that is and what I can fit into that stitching prompt.
Yeah, that's good. Those are good plans. I am also going to, and I'm sure you're also going to, focus on your Natural World style.
Oh yeah, I do. I will not be done February this month, so I will do February and March. I'll probably just, because March will be out Wednesday. So if I just plan to just do it, then I can carry it along across.
Yeah, because it's going
one go. Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to at least finish January and February this month. Maybe I'll start March. That is a stretch goal. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I also obviously am going to finish the Boat Birth Sampler. That is the number one plan for the month. And I really want to finish my Data Portraits in Paris Sal within like the next couple of weeks. And then after that, my WIPGO calls are going to be Funky Menagerie, by Lindy Stitches. Where is she? For everyone to remember. Oh gosh. What that one looks like. And I have 10 hours for this goal. So I'm gonna see if I can finish 5 more animals. That feels like
Hours
like
an animal, that seems about right.
right, like about 2 hours each.
Yeah.
So this is where I'm at.
They're so cute.
So cute, and I do really like the colors here.
Yeah.
They're really nice. I'm excited to start using that green, that light green.
Oh, that green is fun. It's a good color.
Yeah. And then so I'm gonna try to do 5 animals on that, and then I have 10 hours on Aloha. I am a Kongden. And
10 hours.
I think I can get a lot done in 10 hours.
Yeah, you might be pushing towards the F word.
I don't want to say it.
No, I'm not committing you to anything, but like, look how much is already done there.
Right? And we do have 31 days in this. So I really, and if I get close enough in my 10 hours where I'm like, am I going to stop? No, I will keep going. I will not stop myself at 10 hours unless I'm like nowhere near where I thought I would be. But and each of these little sections, like, it's not nearly as big as I feel like I thought it was at the start. Like, I've done so many of the big parts already.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you've got so much already in there, and like, it's laid out. You can work off of anything.
Yeah.
To get the rest done. So,
like, that big toucan will probably be my focus for my first like little chunk, and then after that, I'll see where else. And then there's a lot of confetti in some of like the further away, like this section, that I've kind of been like, every time I have like a little bit left, and I just like will be like, okay, what colors do I need for that little section? So
because there's no back stitch in that, right?
No,
so it's just
all full cross. So
I believe so.
I believe in me too. And it'll be a fun like start of spring project.
Yeah. I don't think I'm getting spring in March, so maybe.
But that's that'll be my month.
Awesome. I think we'll
see you guys again at the end of March.
So we had I think about 3 weeks between Flosstubes this time, and it will be 4+ probably for next time. I haven't actually looked at a calendar. I don't know where the end of March sits, but
well, the 26th is Sunday, right? Yeah, that's the day I come back from New York. So
okay, so sometime after that.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll be the very start of April then.
Yeah, this would be a good one to take on my trip because it's easy to work on, and like that'll be a good travel project.
Excellent. Okay.
Funky Menagerie too, and it fits on like an 8x8. They could share a frame.
I mean, how long are you going for?
Like 4 days. I probably would
need to take more than one project.
Yeah. I'll just finish it all on the first day, and that's how ambitious I am. What if I run out of things to work on? I'll have to buy more while I'm away. Oh no. I did already like look and see if there's any cross stitch stores in Manhattan, and there really isn't. But canvas needlework is apparently really popular there. Like, I don't know what,
more like a needlepoint store though. So they'll floss and stuff, but not necessarily cross stitch.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like that's what it looked like. There was a couple that I found online. Like, I'll check them out, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's like a thing there.
I don't think it's that it's not a thing. It's just like
so people just like order stuff.
What the stores are, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. thank you all for watching. If you were one of our winners, just a reminder to fill out the Google form that'll be below so that we know where to send your charts.
Yes.
And if you're new, maybe like and subscribe and all those things if you want to see more of us. And yeah.
And if you have questions about anything that we showed, we can answer questions. If we forgot to say a designer name or something, I'm sure I did. I always forget stuff like that. So we are very good at responding to comments. So please ask questions.
We means Megan.
No, you responded to all the comments last time.
Did I?
Yeah, before I even noticed that there was like so many more. Okay. I was like, oh, I did.
That's a fluke. I was probably watching because of the giveaway. Like,
yeah.
Like, oh, we got.
Oh, that's probably why. Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, that's a lot of babbling. Bye, everyone.
Bye.